In today's video, we're going to be unboxing roughly 100 Sonic the Hedgehog mystery boxes. We have a lot, as you can see, bunch of different boxes here from various different things, whether it be Sonic Prime or the main franchise. We're going to go one box at a time. Obviously, we're not going to have all of this on screen. So which one do you think we should start off with, Cameraman Jakari?
Those Paradox Prisms.
Paradox Prisms? It's a good choice. These are the Walmart exclusives. Let's dive into this. Okay, so we're gonna be starting off with our first blind boxes or Paradox Prism capsules. We just bought the entire set from Walmart, as you can see right here, which includes 6 individual ones, 8 exclusive characters to collect, and there are only 6 here, and there is 1 Prism figure and Prism shard inside. So definitely not gonna get the full set out of this, but let's at least take a look at what we're going to get, starting with this one right here. I almost wish I didn't have to take these out of the box. This is genuinely so nice. I might actually rebuy them because they look so good. So we have the first one right here. As you can see, the packaging, very nice, and it just pops right open, yeah? Let's see. Okay, bam. We have Rusty Rose right there. Beautiful, beautiful. And it includes, which shard is this? Well, let's open them up and like assemble it. We have a little pamphlet here which gives us like a look at everybody that we can get. Here is everybody. This is the shard that is included with her. It doesn't appear that it makes the Paradox Prism. You just kind of put it on the bases, which is interesting. So let's go ahead and do that by opening up the figure. Let's see if it moves at all, like if it has any articulation. I don't believe so. I think it is just stagnant like that, but that's fine. I don't really care. And there she is in the flesh. Bam, bada, boom, Rusty Rose, looking amazing. Yeah, I think with these PMIs, this is some of the first PMI Sonic merch that we've got. It's important to just have the characters look good. This looks accurate, looks solid. Obviously not as detailed as something from Jax or something like that, but still nice to have nonetheless. Let's put her right there. We have a lot to go through, so we're not going to take our sweet time here. We're going to move on to the next one. I hope there are no duplicates in this set. I will say that. Bam, we have another Amy, and this one is Thorn Rose. This is a Thorn Rose figure and includes another shard as well. Back-to-back Amy's. Thankfully, it's not Rusty Rose. It's a different Amy variant. Let's go ahead and toss her on here as well. And there she is. Her hammer's not very detailed at all. In fact, there's like almost no detailing on her hammer, but the actual character looks pretty cool. Like we were kind of talking about with the Rusty Rose, she's just not going, like the characters are not going to be as detailed as they would be by Jax specific, but it's perfectly fine. Regardless, we're really just here to collect all of the different characters. I could really care less about how accurate they look to the show. We're just here to tear through these bad boys. We're here to tear through them. You weren't gonna get?
I'm going for Tails.
Tails? That's a good guess. I'm gonna go Sonic. Let's see. We were both wrong. Knuckles. This one particularly being Dreadnoughts, which is probably my favorite Knuckles variant from the Sonic Prime universe. Looks pretty good. There's not a lot of Dreadnoughts merchandise. He only has 1 figure from Jax specific, that being his 2.5-inch figure. I'm not sure if we have any Dreadnoughts merch. Sorry for all the cuts in this video, guys. It's really hard to put these stupid characters on their bases, but here he is. Got Dreadnoughts. Yeah, I like what they did here. I really like this character, like I was talking about. We don't have a lot of merchandise of Dreadnoughts, and it's with Sonic Prime being over, it's not like we're going to get a lot of more merchandise of him. He comes with a little blue Paradox Prism shard right there. So it's really nice to have this. Great to have in the collection. Now we have 3 left. Obviously, like we talked about earlier, we're not going to be able to get all of the characters, but no duplicates so far, which is really good. I'm assuming we're at least going to get 1 Sonic. I would really like to walk away with a Shadow. All right, we're going with this one right here.
I'm hoping Shadow.
I hope it's Shadow too. I'm banking on a Shadow here. It's Sonic. Alright. We should stop guessing because we keep getting it wrong. But this one is the Boss Cage Maze Sonic, which is nice. I believe the other option would naturally be New York City, if I'm correct. And this one is also green as well. I think it's the same one that's used for the Thorn Rose, which would make sense because both characters are from the Boss Cage Maze. So let's go ahead and toss on the shard, and then we can get the feet down. There we go. That's probably the fastest we were able to get a character on there. Not really sure how I feel about the pose Sonic's hitting. It's kind of strange. It's like he's reaching towards something, and his face looks really goofy, but you know, I think that kind of adds to the charm. Of course, these are cheaper products than a lot of others, but I'm just gonna put him right there next to Dreadnoughts. It's our second to last. Please be Shadow. We only have 2 more attempts at Shadow. Open. It is Shadow! Let's go, baby. Alright, so this is really the character that I wanted the most. So of course, Shadow's my favorite Sonic character, so what color is his shard? It seems to be like a bunch of different colors. I can't really pinpoint exactly what color it is. It's very strange looking. This one's particularly cool. Of course, his shoe design is not very accurate. The paint job wasn't done the best there, but I do really like the fact that he is holding a Chaos Emerald. It adds some more fun to the figure itself, gets some more character, push him forward. He leans back a little bit, but honestly, in terms of the figure itself, probably the best despite some missing paint detail, but more Shadow merch the best, obviously. So there he is, and now we have our last one. We're gonna go ahead and discard this box over here. 5 so far. There are 8 to collect, so we don't have any Tails yet. I'm gonna put my money on a Tails. Let's see. It is not. It is Sonic, but thankfully, it is not the same Sonic as that one right there. This is a different Sonic, being the No Place Sonic. I always forget the name of that location. I will give PMI this. They do look very similar to the show. The expressions on their face, everything like that, they look like Sonic Prime figures, which is nice. We got the No Place Sonic. Let's go ahead and set him right there so you can get a better look at him. Looks very cool. I like the pose he's in. Yeah, very nice. And there you guys have it. Those are the PMI, the Paradox Prism Capsule figures from PMI. These are Walmart exclusive. We still have 2 more characters to get, and those 2 characters are of both Tails, which I was not expecting us to not walk away with the Tails today, but no duplicates, which is nice. I'm assuming since we bought the entire box that we wouldn't have to worry about that, but it's good that we didn't. So here's the full set. Of course, not complete, but we will get that done very, very soon. Alright, next up, switching up from Sonic Prime, because we do have a lot more Sonic Prime blind boxes and bags to do, we have the Figural Bag Clips. This is Series 1, and this is made by a company called Monogram. Yeah, so we're going to just run into all of these. There are a good handful to collect. We have the characters of Eggman, Knuckles, Rouge, Shadow, Metal Sonic, Amy, and 2 Sonics, one where he's sitting, one where he's standing, and Tails. So we're going ahead and dive into these. And there's also 2 mystery characters as well, forgot to mention that, of Sage and a Coco from Sonic Frontiers. So let's go ahead and get into this first one. Here we go. I'm just bust it open like that, bam. Oh my gosh, already off the bat, we have one of the rare mysterious characters. It is a Coco, which is awesome. Of course, there is not a lot of Sonic Frontiers merchandise. There's a good amount for a Sonic game. A lot of games like Lost World and stuff didn't have as much as Frontiers, so it's nice that we're getting more game-specific merchandise. So this is really cool to have, especially the Coco, as I'm sure this will be very rare in the future. So let's go ahead and just set the Coco right there. Very nice. Alright, next up. Let's see if we can go back to back and get Sage. I doubt it, but yep. We got a Sonic right here. It is the standard standing Sonic, which is nice. Gotta have a Sonic. You don't have your line complete in anything in a Sonic merchandise line if you don't have Sonic, so it's good to have that one right there. Next up, let's see. Alright, bam. Can't have Sonic without Tails, so this is a really good one to have. He looks so cute. I love the way that Tails looks in this one. This one's awesome. Remember, we got a lot of these to go through, guys, so we can just tear through these, really, and just have a blast. See what we get. Wait, this is perfect. This is like going so well. Knuckles, the iconic trio. Got him right there, looking awesome. Super cool. I love the designs of these. Like, I know some people aren't that big of a fan of like chibi designs and stuff like that, but I do like to partake. They got it here. Another Sonic. Oh, it is a Metal Sonic. I thought this was a standard Sonic. Yeah, this is sick. This is awesome. More Metal Sonic merchandise, the better, because we don't actually get that much. We do get a good bit of Metal Sonic merch, like more than most characters, but whenever we can get one, it is always so great. So we have 5 characters already out of the 11 characters. We're kind of tearing through these. I think we have more than 11, so we're definitely going to run into some duplicates at some point. And if not, I can resell these on eBay. What do we got right here? We got Amy. We're just going through these characters left, right, and center. There you go. There's Amy. Looking awesome. Very standard Amy affair. Who do we need? We essentially have almost this entire top row except for the setting Sonic. We still need him. We still need Eggman. We still need Rouge and Shadow, which are the characters that I want the most. Shadow and Rouge. Okay, ran into our first duplicate. Got another Tails. I'm gonna put the duplicates on the ground over there. Alright, let's see. Okay, there we go, boom. I was scared it was gonna be another duplicate. We got Rouge. Once again, this is a character kind of like the Coco, honestly, which is kind of weird to say because Rouge has been around for so long, that doesn't get a lot of merchandise. We've been getting a little more. She finally has a Jax figure. There's been some more representation because of Sonic Prime merchandise, which is nice. So I'm just gonna set her down there. So shout outs, Monogram Toys for the Rouge. Okay. Another Coco. Not too mad about that being a duplicate, but still a duplicate nonetheless. We're running low. Alright, next up. Come on, give me a Shadow, give me an Eggman. It's a Sonic. It's Metal Sonic. Okay, that's another duplicate. Back-to-back duplicates. These hurt. We're definitely not going to be able to complete the set because we would still need Eggman, Shadow, Sage, and the sitting Sonic. So, let's see what these last two hold. Please, at least get us some new characters. Nope, this one is Amy. Let's go ahead and toss this beautiful box. It's the last one, chat. It feels thick. I think I know what this is, though. I think this is a Coco. Oh, it's not. Oh, thank God. It is Eggman. We got Eggman in the flesh. This one's so cool. His design, he's just so wide. Still have a lot more to go through. But here's a look at the set. Looks very nice. I do like the designs of the characters. Obviously want to complete this at some point, but for now, here they are. My money long, or my Sonic the Hedgehog Mystery Super Mini Walkers are long. Also, while picking those up, I discovered we have another bag clip. So we have one more chance at one of the characters. Remember, the last three that we're missing is a sitting Sonic, a Shadow, and Sage. Let's see who we get. Please don't be... It is. She's torturing me. Amy. Duplicate. Alright, let's move on to these. I have 5 of these despite there already being 4 because I already have 2. Let me get them. We already have the Knuckles and the Shadow Walkers, which is nice. They look pretty cool. They're just like... They're not actually cool. These look fucking stupid. But yeah, we have Knuckles and Shadow already, so we're just gonna go ahead and dive into these. The only last 2 that we need is Sonic and Supersonic. So let's see what we can find in here. Alright, well, good thing that we got some duplicates because we have another Knuckles. Alright, that's disappointing. Off rip. Just need Sonic. Oh, why did that open? Well, we got Supersonic, so that's good. We are now 3/4 of the way through. So we just need one more, and then if we get the Sonic, I'm probably not going to open the rest. Oh, bam. There it is. There's Sonic. That is the last one that we needed out of the set.
God. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
He's terrifying.
He's terrifying? You don't like his face? What about him? You don't like the hands?
I don't like the hands.
Look at all their hands. They're very nice. So since we have the whole set and we have 2 left, we're just going to hold on to these and maybe give them away in a giveaway. So the next thing that we're going to move on to is going to be this right here. This is a box for the Figural Bag Clips, but these are actually magnets that we have inside of here, which include Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow, and Rouge. So we don't actually have enough to complete the set. We only have 4, I believe, at least what I'm seeing right now. There might be others hiding elsewhere, we'll see, but we have these. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into them right now. And it is of Shadow. Let's go. We got the little magnet right there of Shadow on the back. You can see the Sonic the Hedgehog logo is used, which is very nice. Yeah, this thing is super sick. Love this. Next up, we got none other than Amy. All right, not duplicate. It's gonna be hard to get a duplicate within the first 2. So got the last 2. This is where it's coming down to it. We'll see. So we still need Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Rouge. We have, I believe, I see yellow, so I think this is Tails. Yep, we got Tails. Boom, right there. Awesome. And last one. I don't remember where I got this one from. We're gonna toss this box over there. I think I might have got this at like Hot Topic or like Box Lunch or something. Let's see. It's another Shadow. That makes sense if I got it from Hot Topic, why he would be in there. It is a duplicate, but it is of Shadow. I'm not gonna have 2 Shadows though. I don't believe in collecting duplicates. These are the magnets that we walked away with of Shadow, Amy, and Tails, so that's very nice. So what do you think we should do next? Should we go back to Sonic Prime?
Go back to Prime.
Let's go back to Prime. Okay, so first things first are going to be these things. These are little action figures I got from, I believe, FYE. These are different from the Paradox Prisms, I believe. On the back of the box, you can see all of the characters that you can get. There are 2 exclusive or rare characters. So let's go ahead and dive into these. We only have 4 right here. We'll see what we get. I think you can open these from the bottom. Yeah. Bam. Oh, first one up, we have Rebel Rouge right there. She's already attached to her base. I don't believe she comes off. They are articulated. She's moving much easier than the ones from Walmart do, which is much more detailed. Oh, the wings are also articulated. Wait, no, they're not. I lied. There she is. Next up, let's see who we get. We have Mr. Dr. Eggman. Perfect. That is kind of the main Dr. Eggman of the Sonic Prime show. It looks like their only articulation is in their arms and like going back and forth. But yeah, not too much detail, especially on the shoe, but still nice to have nonetheless. We have 2 more left. Let's try to get at least a Sonic. And Barry, oh my god, this guy's massive. Scaling clearly wasn't a priority for PMI when it came to making these. Jesus, Sonic is huge next to Eggman. Sonic should never be this similar in size to him, but it's fine. These are cheap little toys that you can get. This was like literally, these are $5 a pop. And this last one that we have here is going to be Thorn Rose. So we have 2 of the Boss Cage Maze figures, and I just realized this one is an exclusive of Sonic right here. The Boss Cage Maze Sonic is an exclusive. So we have 1 out of the 2 exclusives down. We have essentially half of the line right here, which is nice. We are not going to be able to tear through the rest of them, unfortunately, at this time. It's looking like we're not going to be completing any set other than the, what were they called? Mini walkers? Essentially the eraser figures. So yeah, these are very cool though. I like them a lot. Yeah, Boss Cage Maze is kind of my least favorite dimension from Sonic Prime, so I would have liked more New York City or something like that, but I'm thinking we should just knock out these 2 that we have right here. I got these in a merch hunt. They are just Figpins, nothing crazy whatsoever. There are a good handful that you can collect. As you can see, of Sonic, Knuckles, Amy, Eggman, Metal Sonic, Tails, Silver, and Shadow. So it's clear that we're not going to complete the entire set here. Alright, I like the box. The box feels nice. The presentation's very cool. I believe we're just going to slide this out and it will reveal what character we have. It is Sonic! Wow, that's a crazy. Who could have guessed? But I do like this. It is displayed very nicely. I plan on keeping it in its little box right here and just like setting it up. This is very nice. I wouldn't mind collecting like genuinely the rest of the series, so I'm able to display this like all of the characters somewhere very cool like that. So this is very nice. Now let's move on to the second one. We'll see who we get here. I'm actually gonna be so mad if this is a duplicate. It's not. It is of, I was scared there for a second. It's of Amy. So for you Sonic Amy fans, boom, we got Sonic and Amy. Hope you guys enjoyed this moment. It's never gonna happen again. So this is very cool. I'm gonna put these in some cool places. Alright, next up we have these 3 from Just Toys. This is their modern Sonic blind box series. If you guys knew our tactic originally, what we did when we did merch hunts is that we would know which ones to get because we'd be able to peek through the bottoms, but they might have watched our videos or known that tactic. Can't do that anymore. Now the cool thing about these is that you're able to connect them all. With the ones that we have back here, actually right behind my head, you're not able to do that. They're all just kind of scattered, but I like that you're able to do this. We only have 3 and there are 5 to collect, so we're not going to get them all obviously, so let's go ahead and take a look. Right, first up we have Shadow the Hedgehog. Boom, bada bing. First one off the bat, of course we wanted Shadow because it's Shadow. They come so strangely packaged, I remember that. There we go, we have Shadow. I cut so much of the footage that we had of that because it took a million years to get one of his arms in. Little bit of a smile on him. This might be the happiest I've ever seen Shadow the Hedgehog in his life, actually. Never seen him so giddy to be alongside Sonic and friends. But there we have the first one right there, and let's move on to the next. Next up, okay, perfect. There we go, we have Sonic. I know, like, probably should be rooting for other characters, but I just feel like a set's more complete if you actually have Sonic himself. This one comes with rings. You get 2 rings. Alright, and there we have Sonic running. I do like the posing of it. These are a pain in the ass to get together, I will say that off the bat. But once when you do get them together, they do look very cool. We either need Amy, Tails, or Knuckles, so let's see who we can get. It is Tails. I'll take it. And there he is. There's Tails. Very cool individual one. I do like the way it looks, you know. These look visually, all 3 of them, they look great. It's just, they are so painful to put together. It's like almost infuriating. But Shadow goes in front of Tails. There we go. Okay, back together. I'm gonna set these guys aside before they start falling apart again, but there we have it. We just need Knuckles and Amy, and then the set will be complete. But until then, this is what we got so far from Series 1 of the Modern Sonic blind boxes from Just Toys. These bad boys right here. We have the Sonic Prime collectible figures. That's it. That's all they called it. There are 16 of them in here. Actually, I don't know if there are actually 16 in here. This is all that we could buy. I'm not sure the differences of these compared to a lot of the other Prime figures. I'm assuming these are going to be much smaller. There are much more characters. There's 16 to collect opposed to like the 8 of a lot of the other sets. Yeah, there are 3 rares in here. So we're looking for Big, Froggy, I'm not sure if Big and Froggy come together or not, and also versions of Shadow and Sonic. Let's go ahead and dive into them. And under here we have Sonic. This is the New York City Sonic. Put him right there. Really hope we don't run into duplicates. These were $6.95 a pop, so quite pricey. Over here we I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know what the hell this one is called. Robot from Sonic Prime. One of the ones that, you know, is in New York City. So sorry chat, fake fan over here, but be honest, you guys know what these things are called. I'm so sure that that robot's gonna fall down. Alright, next up, oh, one of the rares, it is Froggy. He does have an individual figure right over here with a little hat on, which is very nice. Froggy, I think it goes without saying, does not have a lot of merchandise. So this is a very nice one to have, especially because it is one of the rare figures, so it's going to be quite hard to come by in the future, hopefully. We'll see how big it gets, no pun intended. And then we have, I'm going to be honest, I don't know the name of this one. The kid from Sonic Prime, the kid Eggman. Edgy teenage boy Eggman who played video games. Next up we have Thorn Rose. Nice to have a new figure. It's not a duplicate. There's so much Thorn Rose merchandise. It's actually crazy considering how kind of annoying that character is, but it's fine. All right, next one we have how many down? 5. This is our 6th one. We have 9. I feel like this is the first 9 anything that we've got so far from Sonic Prime or any of the figures that we've unboxed. Let's see what we got. We have Rebel Rouge again. I think this is our 2nd Rebel Rouge of the day. The other one came in the individual larger packs, the ones that are articulated. These are not articulated whatsoever. All right, next up, see, we have Knuckles. This is Nux. That's the only thing that he's called. The New York City Knuckles. Very nice. Goes very well with Rouge. Next up, we have Boss Cage Maze Sonic. Perfect. Another one. We have not run into a duplicate yet. I'm really surprised about this. I bought so many because I was expecting there to be like a good handful of characters that we'd already have. Alright, I'm not concerned with having them stand up anymore. But we have not run into a duplicate yet, and we're on to our 2nd to last one of this box. No duplicates, so this is really surprising. Next up, we have Gnarly Knuckles. That's his name. I remember. He looks absolutely insane. Look at those eyes.
Oh my god.
And our last box, discard that one. I'm really hoping for Shadow. We have the entire bottom set right there. So we have this entire bottom row. We have Nux, Rebel Rouge, almost the entire top set except for Mangy Tails or whatever his name is. So we still need him, Mr. Dr. Eggman, Rusty Rose, and we also need Shadow and Sonic. So let's see who we get out of the bunch in this one. It is Mangly Tail, whatever the freaking call him, I don't know. There he is. He doesn't talk in the show, so I don't really care about the character all that much, but he does have a lot of merchandise actually, which is interesting. Look right over here, we have a keychain that you could get at Five and Below of this version of Tails, which is so strange considering the character's barely in the show. And there is that. These are all the characters that we got of the 16 collectible figure pack. They all have pegs in the bottom of their feet. I'm not sure if there was intended to be play sets or other play features with these, but yeah, this is all that there is right now, which is perfectly fine. I like these a lot. All right, so last one we have are these super disc launchers. I haven't seen these around a lot, but I saw them at a local bookstore. I think it was 2nd and Charles. Picked up a good handful of bags because there are 12 to collect, so there's a good chance we'll run into some duplicates here, so that's why we got some insurance. But as you can see on the back, here are a lot of them and what they look like. So let's go ahead and dive into these and see what we got cooking. And thankfully there's a tear, so it's easier to get through. First up we have this one and this one. These are probably the renders that are used a lot in these style guides for Sonic the Hedgehog that Sega like provides companies and stuff, so it's gonna be no problem here. So I don't expect any like too cool art, and already a duplicate off rip. All right, what about this one? Surely not. Again, nope. All right, perfect. We have this one of Team Sonic, and then this one of just Knuckles, which is very cool. Let's see what we can find in this set. Okay, I was scared for a second that it was another duplicate, but it is not. This one is The World Is Mine. Just features Eggman, and then this one that's Let's Roll with Sonic and Amy. So Sonic and Amy fans. Alright, next up we got more. Another not duplicate set. This is great. We have this render of Sonic, which has been used a million freaking times. This is actually 2D art. Yeah, these are pieces of Sonic Adventure 2D art, which is very cool. And then this one that is always running, featuring Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. So far we have 2, 4, 6, 8. So we just need 4 more, and then our set's already complete. So let's see how many duplicates we run into. Yep, we got another set of duplicates, this being the Sonic Amy and the Eggman one. Alright, and here, yeah, another set. It's the Team Sonic and the Solo Knuckles one. Come on, don't disappoint me too much. Just need some more. Alright, these are not at all. So we got the Metal Sonic, which is very cool. These are in black. And then we have I Hate That Hedgehog, which is a classic quote from the original Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. We just need one more. I'm hoping that this one can be the last one that we need, and the 2 would be one of Sonic and Tails, and then another one of Sonic running solo. So let's see. Already off rip, I know it's not, because the colors. It's once again Eggman and the Sonic Amy. Don't disappoint me here. Nope, another duplicate. It's always running, and the one that uses the Sonic Adventure art. Wait, got another Mystery Mini. Don't need to use him. All right, come on, we're almost done. We almost wrapped it up. No, it's another Sonic, Amy, and Eggman one. No shot. It's the same one. Okay, it's not. I was about to crash out. It is a duplicate though, but I am gonna crash out because we are on our final 2. I'm gonna go ahead and toss the box. For our final 2, one of these has to have the last one that we needed. Come on, please, I'm begging. No, it's the Metal Sonic and Eggman. This last one, come on. Last one, chat. Let's open it up. Let's see what we got inside. It is Metal Sonic and Eggman. So, despite us getting so close, we did not complete the set. Here's what they look like all together. Very nice, you know. We got all the not all of them, but we did get a good bit of the characters. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I wish we walked away with more, or at least the last 2 that we needed to complete the set, but at least we have them. They're very cheap. You just put them in this little thing. Alright, and last but not least, we have this entire thing right here. We picked this up at a merch hunt, and it's finally time to open them. These are the blind balls. I believe these are going to be the same as these that we opened right here. This actually might be our opportunity to complete this set, because we're still missing a good handful of them. On the side, you can see right here all the characters, so we still need New York Sonic, we still need 9, we still need Gnarly Knuckles, we still need Dr. Deep, and I believe that's it. So let's see all the characters that we can get out of these little balls. Let's go ahead and tear these bad boys open. First one. Boom! 9. That's exactly what we needed. I was kind of talking about this earlier, but not a lot of 9 this video, but here he is. Got his little glicky, and they didn't go very extensive with his tails at all. As you can see right there, they're all kind of conjoined together, but still very cool to have. Come on. Oh, bam! So, we got the New York Sonic. So this goes great. They go great together, obviously. This is where they meet and everything like that, and they can, like, kiss and stuff. The last ones we need. We just need 2 more. We need the Gnarly Knuckles, and we need Dr. Deep. Let's see if we can get really lucky here. I have a feeling this one's gonna be a duplicate. Nope, it is Thorn Rose, as you can see in there. We already have her part of this set, so we're gonna toss her with the duplicates off rip. Have another New York Sonic in there. No, Rebel Rouge. Oh god. Got another. This is our 3rd to last. It's another 9. You can see in there. So literally these last 2 are our last hope, because there's only 2 more characters that we need. So Dr. Deep or Gnarly Knuckles. Please be Knuckles or Dr. Deep. Please be Knuckles or Dr. Deep. Nope. Rebel Rouge. Alright, so the set is not going to be complete.
One more.
It's our last of the video, in fact, chat, for all of our blind boxes and bags. Moment of truth. At least give me one. Let us end on a high note. Hey, this is the one that we wanted. There we go. Okay, I will take that. I will take that indeed. We have the Dr. Deep. This is the last one of the rares that we needed, so we'll put him right there. Very happy to have him a part of the line. Unfortunately, we weren't able to walk away with a Gnarly Knuckles, who isn't even a rare character. You're able to get him as part of like the main series, but we just ran into a lot of 9s and Sonics and Rebel Rouges, so that's kind of unfortunate, but we did get 3 characters that we did need. Our set was kind of very incomplete before. So here is the complete line, not the complete line, but at least all of the characters that we have so far that come in this set. 4 we were able to get through boxes, and the other 3 were able to get through the blind balls. So very happy that we have a good handful of them. These will be going on display somewhere. Alright, and here is everything that we got, excluding duplicates. Here is our duplicate pile over here. We did get a bunch of new stuff, which is the most important thing. We got some Figpins, we got some of these discs, we got Figural Bag pins, magnets, we got a bunch of Sonic Prime figures from different kind of series and sizes. That one just fell. And then we also got some of the connecting collectible figures from Just Toys, which is cool, of Sonic, Shadow, and Tails. So yeah, guys, this was nearly 100 blind box slash bag slash balls, and this is the result of all of that. So thank you guys so much. This was a long process of getting all of these, because I wanted to do just a giant video where we unbox a bunch of these different things, because I wanted to pick up some blind box and bags, because despite the fact that they are 100% a scam, they are kind of fun at the end of the day, especially doing it for a video like this is very cool. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. We have a lot more on the way for merchandise and all things Sonic, so when there's news, when there's stuff to talk about, and we have a bunch of original content, we're going to be here for you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. I love all of you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Right by the motherfucking seaside, dog. Everything I see, I got a dream. I thought these leaves would go and take me out the dark. I know everything I wanted to follow me.